the USS Iowa. So for those of you who joined us for our live stream earlier, I'm going to be talking about all the veterans. I'll be in and out. Really? Thank you for joining us here. And I'm here with some mental health professionals. That's what this event is all about. This event is about helping veterans with their mental health and their full wellness. So if I could have you each introduce yourselves.
My name is Layla Alton, and I am a licensed therapist. I work in private practice, and I see veterans and young adults, as well as adults, different types of individuals. So, contracted with Tri West, and I've also contracted with and
I'm Nick Battis. I'm actually a veteran myself too. Army, infantry vet, airborne, remote. I'm a private practice therapist too, licensed marriage and family therapist. I mostly work with veterans, but I work with civilians as well. Anybody who really needs help. I'm also a former athlete, so I work with coaching too. I used to fight, so I really like to work with people who have that mindset of trying to get through whatever they're getting, they're kind of been dealing with, and want to grow from that. Trying to get PTSD, really. So anybody who has that kind of mindset wants to get past something and grow from that, I'm really willing to work with. I work with Battle Buddies too. That's been something that has helped a lot of my clients. Working with veterans, try West, advocacy also, and then anybody who again is just looking to be able to heal from some wounds and move forward and be able to grow.
Now, let me ask the question I know all the veterans watching are asking. How do I get my VA clearance?
Oh yeah, advocacy, self-advocacy. That's one of the things that we will just constantly push is to be able to help you really reach out to the doctor, really reach out to the VA, send those emails, hit on them, make sure they're paper trail. Make sure that in these emails that they're CCing the doctor, they're CCing everybody, and making sure that there's a literal paper trail that parents can use to do their job. And really, it's all about that advocacy and making sure like continuing having the engaged and that and that the veterans can get the care that they really need in this organization.
Now, what would you say to a veteran who says, I've tried meds, not working, I've tried therapy, that was okay. What do you say to those veterans?
I would say it's all about therapy. Find a cycle that you really cannot avoid, and it feels like you need to that's really hard. That relationship things. I would also say
Hi. I'm gonna have you guys come up.
that is something that people much deeper than toxic and find much faster results, and it's really good.
Now, for me, I'm 8 years now into my PTSD journey. I have found things such as a guided meditation. And the weirdest thing that haunts me, I found, is spray paint art videos. I'll go onto YouTube and just watch somebody doing spray paint art. And well, I'm not even doing art. I have no artistic ability at all. But I find that that's just relaxing. It's the watching it, the sounds, all that stuff. Uh, for me, I go back to, in Afghanistan, we used to say, if it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. Do you find that's a common thing?
Yeah, I love alternative methods. Like I said, if it works, it works. You don't have to judge anything that works, especially if it's helping you. And so I use a lot of alternative methods like qigong, a lot of mindfulness, a lot of different kinds of techniques.
I'm looking for my friend who was like, you need to start doing qigong.
Yeah, right? It's great to be able to get into your body and do some of these things instead of just that talk therapy. Because sometimes we can't really articulate what we're trying to, especially emotional. So be able to adequately get it out of your body is so much of a better help than just talking about it. How long for you to have being able to train your body to let go of some of those things. It's a creative movement. So what we try to do is find specifically what's going to help that person. And so to your point with how it might be so hard for someone to find, that experience that's good for them. Sometimes therapy is a little bit like you have to test out the waters. And sometimes you're not going to like that first person. That's okay. You need to find a practitioner that's you vibe, someone that's going to be able to connect to you, so that you can really have that journey to connect even more.
What do you see as the biggest challenge with veterans?
I think being able to do a lot of those things like they can say, people like feel like they have some opportunities. A lot of veterans feel like the VA like that is
Thank you.
they're connected to you. So what I'm starting to do is advocacy and really work on being that.
And on the flip side, what's the biggest challenge with the VA?
Well, that is usually the serious idea. It's kind of what we're talking about. It's just habits. And that's one of the things that we're constantly more as fast as far as any time possible to make sure that there's no lapse in their obligation. Making sure, it isn't just all of a sudden we have to wait a month to really the biggest challenge is making sure that everyone's talking, that no one kind of likes telephone, so that all of a sudden what you're asking for gets changed, and that makes it suddenly go to a file supplemental.
I can tell you right now, without even looking at the thing, just because I know the guys when I was live streaming earlier, they were watching the show. I've got a couple veterans who have those exact problems. Like I've had one who he's up in the Bay Area. He actually had his primary care provider go into his Facebook, realize he was doing airsoft, and then flag his account as him as dangerous because airsoft expired. He's been with that fight. I've got another guy who goes by the Angry Vet, Kevin, if you're watching. He was recording his VA doctor telling him he was not going to treat him anymore, and then had him arrested for wiretapping because he was selling cars and he just wanted to document that. Now, obviously, these are people who reach out to the VA. If they see my show, we reach out for veterans. We can talk the way veterans do, and we connect that way. So some of them watch every. What is your message to that?
I'm not going to say that, feel quite and a lot of the pride is that as a workplace community as well, don't need to give us hope, advocating for yourself. And I absolutely feel your frustration, and that's not the first time that I've heard very common thread, unfortunately, with the VA of having a lot of doctors, a lot of medical professionals seriously and a lot of pushback and a lot of so I would say just not giving up.
Okay.
I would say to that too. It's like there's a lot of resources that you can people like yourselves to be able to put that message out there. People like Donna Crutch, who has some of these nonprofits, reach out his voice out there, and again, create that safety trail, be able to create like an ability for these teams so that their story can be heard, so that some of these people with more stories are able to be put in line and like, oh, actually, I have been treating it better than I should be. I go the way or I shouldn't be doing something. Some of these things, but when people hear about it, or administrators, they can know.
Now, someone's watching this. Let's say what you said is resonating with them. They want to reach out and get help, want to talk to you. Where could they reach out? How would you tell them to get help?
Sure. So first resource, if you are connected to the field, it's easy to reach out for them. I know it's frustrating. I know it's difficult, but you got to learn how to work the system and for the benefits that we actually have. So first things first, reach out to them. If that's too much, then look into these other resources. Yeah, I know. Like us, I have a website, savagecommunity.com. That's my last name. And then I have a website.
Yeah, just to eat our best, and we can hopefully
And I'd also shout out to the app Battle Buddies, another great resource to help some of my clients. They have serious issues there 24/7 if you're dealing with suicidal ideation or anything that you're really going through, and they can connect you to some of the research as well. So again, I would say connection, right? Try to go into even if it's not to talk to the admin, but to connect with other veterans. You might be able to get you some information. You might be able to understand what you're going through, be able to let you know about some of the resources.
I thank you so much for your time today. I know the audience definitely will thank you. So thank you, and everyone, please reach out if you are going through anything.
All right, it's actually good lights.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. All right, got that there. Awesome, got 22 people in here. Everyone hit the like, share, subscribe. How you doing?
Going.
Can I interview you a little bit?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's make this.
Here, you can hook that on right there.
This plan is just
Right. It's crazy. The good thing is we've got good lighting.
I know, right? All right. What are we doing here? All right.
So we're live on my show right now, Veteran Nation, and I'm Mike the Skipper.
Right.
So we're being broadcast right now on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So, we got some people watching. All your feedback. Tell us your name, your organization, and a little bit about it.
Okay.
I need to know that info.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, my name's Brian Klein. Psychedelic Mind. Psychedelic integration.
Hey, Brian, do you have by any chance? Oh, I'm sorry. You're fine. Yeah. I know who has a pen. Never mind. All the weird stuff happens live, but it makes for a great video.
Oh, man. Oh, sorry. So, yes, I have a deep passion for healing this community because what's been done in our country. My dad was a vet, responder.
Okay.
So I always want to step in being a purpose. So I kind of changed what I was doing for 20 years. Is that all right? How can I be in service? So I originally was surf therapist. I would veterans. That surf therapy would help because they had to be present. Mother Nature, if you're not present, she's gonna give back to you, right? So as I was learning about what I want to do, how I want to help veterans, I got into methods, utilized suicide. But okay, kind of grew from there. Sorry,
That's okay.
Grew from there, and I created a program that was basically to help our veterans. Started with mindfulness, breath, meditation, food, diet, supplementation. So we use a bunch of different modalities to help them open up and get to a place of healing with the and so with that, then I recognized there was other modalities that could be utilized as well, and I utilized VR therapy, virtual reality, and that has been another component that I brought in that helps people understand what is my subconscious. That's a scary kind of concept to understand, right? The beauty about VR is there are no microtells, there are no judgments, right? When you're in there, it's just you and the immersive world. So that's those guardrails down, right? Whether we're not open to wanting to share how we're feeling, and we're becoming more vulnerable. And just like the psychedelics, it creates neuroplasticity. Psychedelics helps find those neurons that haven't connected or spoken to each other in a very long time. Right? And it's now saying, okay, I can make change. I can adapt. That's the same thing VR does. It gives them out of the everyday world, puts them into an immersive space. But there's also kinesthetic properties to it, where they're actually doing right. So in there, it has these subcontexts of very psychological underpinnings, along with what I just mentioned too. So it brings everything together, and it takes that individual, that veteran, person, whoever it is, and gets them to be open, free to, right, do want to make do that's that I've been providing about, right? And so yeah, I combined a little of everything with utilization of medicine and other healing modalities, and of course even some technology. So that's
For veterans who, are like, hey, this could be for me.
yeah.
What would you say to them? How would they get started?
Yeah, for sure. What's going just to give them some background too with the VR. VA has been really stepping in. So we've got these different things the VA utilizing VR in different spaces, whether it's substance abuse, PTSD, anxiety, metabolic health. They being the PhD, it's been really stepping up to, okay, we need something different than what we've typically been doing, right? And then as far as how they would do it, they can reach out to myself. As far as starting a program. As far as this goes, from the VR perspective, that would be, I would push them to a clinic or a provider right now that is just post VR therapy. Sure. But like I said, the beauty is VA is coming on board and doing their studies with Firefly VR and recognize, okay, this is something we need to start adapting into our healthcare system.
So I have connection with a lot of veterans, but most of them obviously are Southern California. That's where they live. Here in California, I will say from what I've seen of alternative therapies, there's a lot of veterans very willing to try. Very willing. I don't know about.
Hey guys, we're going to be starting the show pretty soon. We'd love to have you come join us in the audience. Good to have you there, Austin.
But yeah, I've got many who are in other states. I don't know if they have access to any of these programs. I don't know if you know of anything about, those in other states.
Yeah, so
We'd love to have you over there in the audience.
so depending upon what we're whether it's plant medicine or VR, those are kind of one and the same, but also different, right? If you will. Like I said, I live in Southern California, so I can comment on those that are in this area. Out of state wise, I have other facilitators that I've worked with that I can recommend them to. So yeah, there is a network, if you will, of other health providers that I work with that I'd be more than happy to share and put them in the right place and direction. That's easy. That's no problem.
Now, for those watching, how can they get in touch with you?
Oh, sure. So my best contact uh, handle is doors2delicminds.com. That's my website.
Okay.
And that will have everything. This is Firefly.
I'm just looking at, okay.
Yeah, this is
Yep.
this is a little coaster that I made for you guys in my car. So doors to Delic Minds.
And I'll post the card later.
Yep. Appreciate it. And you guys can. I've got a Candly on there. I've got my cell phone, my email on there. But doorstodelicminds.com. Right, I guess I'll get you all the different contacts there.
And can you talk about it success story?
Okay.
You'll have to go into detail.
Guys, I'm gonna have you guys come in.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone knows we're live.
Yes. I've got. I've helped over 200 veterans. I also work at the psychedelic integration for rural products, which is a non-profit started me and a lot of our veterans.
Okay.
Do high voltage retreats.
Okay.
So that's been a beautiful organization. Set what they veterans who want to utilize ayahuasca, and so it's like fighting against the system. We've got the system utilize that program. This is all about in Mexico. Excellent. But as far as individual stories, I've got one that's top of mind from a beautiful veteran I worked with that 16 years retired, and he always had a propensity to look over his shoulder every 15 minutes on the dial. And as we were working together on all these different modalities and utilizing medicine, we were doing integration in speech. I do call it hyper. I help them kind of use the medicine, like how does that feel their body, empower them to get them to step into what it's like, what their body, not so much the mind, but their body. And it took the central nervous system down, slowed his breath. And he looked at me at first and was like, no, it's really happening. And then about a minute later, he's like, no, last 2 hours. It's burning up. Driving insane. To be even at home, looking over his things, thinking, what's next? Yeah. So that was like a powerful moment for me and him, where he could finally let go, be in the present and the place.
Well, I just know my audience. I know the type of people that the veterans would reach out to me, and I think it's something that they would absolutely be interested in. But I've got people all over the state, so and we've been tracking. I've got a map. Whatever someone tells me where they're at, I've got a U.S. map and a world map, and I put it in there. So hopefully we can help some people through this. But they're calling us over, as you've heard. So I'm actually going to end the live stream here for right now. We might be back. I got to find out and see what's going on, but we don't want to miss the convenience. But I will put his card. If I post it onto my community,
100%.
I'll post his card on the community page. So any of you who are interested, you'll be able to go on the YouTube community page and get all the information there. And I appreciate your time today. And thank you for everything that you do.
No, thank you.
And
Awesome.
for all of you watching, as usual, thank you for being worth serving.